So I just caught sight of something rather interesting lately. It looks like Google is, and actually Microsoft and Motorola seem to be joining in on this too. It looks like they're trying basically to push the FCC to free up the spectrum that's going to be unused by after TV moves completely to digital and gets off of the analog airwaves. And they're basically trying to get the FCC to open it up for unlicensed use. Now, obviously there are some ulterior motives on their part for this. Google will make more off of advertising dollars because they have more traffic. The more traffic Google has, the more money Google makes. As for Microsoft, they'll probably sell more platforms, more services, more product, because people want to make use of it on the spectrum. Intel will probably sell more parts. Motorola will probably sell more products. But at the end of the day, even though these guys are benefiting, it would still be a damn good thing for their consumers. I mean, seriously, you have as long as A, this works out, and B, there aren't so many restrictions on as to make it useless, it would be a good thing for the consumers. And inevitably, it would probably travel up north, which would be a good thing for us Canadians. In case you haven't noticed, I kind of take an interest in what's going on down in the U.S. because shit travels north. What's interesting about this, I'd have to say, would be, well, basically just this actually seems like the perfect response to the supposed second internet. Because if the carriers are going to be imposing all kinds of restrictions, what if you could find some way to get away without having a carrier? What if this wound up being opened up to free services? The carriers would obviously have some competition trouble, but, well, then they'd have to provide some services to compete, now wouldn't they? This would be a very good thing. Undoubtedly, simply, if for no other reason, then that it keeps the internet open as a source for free speech. I'm going to be putting a link up on the sides of the article so you can kind of take a look at this yourself. Also, there's a website, freetheairwaves.com, that you should take a look at as well. Basically, that would be, well, like, let's see here. It basically looks like Google trying to create a collective consumer voice behind this. Now, an open internet is obviously to the Google's benefit. And quite frankly, knowing them, I'd suspect they might want to have an open platform set up for this. If, again, for no other reason than the fact that it would increase traffic and make them more money. Which, quite frankly, if they're providing a service to people on that scale, I wouldn't personally have a problem with. What happens here is, I'd say, very, very, very important. Because this becomes a place for people to jump to after the massive DTV transition, and after the whole supposed Internet 2 thing happens, which is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, seriously now. Odds are they won't be able to restrict things in the way that they're talking about, but if they are, well, I suppose that's a different rant. Bottom line is, if you want to keep an open internet, this is something that you want to get behind, I'd say. It would essentially be a great way to prevent that level of restriction. And because I do see this most likely being an open platform if it takes off. It's something that would basically be what everybody lobbying for it would benefit the most from, after all. So, it would make sense for that to be what they'd push for, now wouldn't it?